A design trust. Having a circle of people that can provide an outside perspective and give you quality and honest feedback on your work. When you are deep in a design and have been staring at it for days, it's easier for your judgments to begin to blur. You've become so familiar with your design that it's easy to miss its flaws. Going to your design trust gives you a way to step back and see those potential issues and those things that you can improve. Number 1, who they are. Ideally, people of your design trust should be both designers and non-designers, people that you highly value and trust their opinion. Other designers would be people whose taste of design you respect. You know they'll bring a keen eye and give design-specific feedback that will reflect their design sensibilities. You may quickly find better solutions for problems in your design from their input. Other non-designers may not have a design sense, but perhaps even more importantly, they are people that are really good at quickly taking on the role of being a potential customer. They may not be able to give design-specific feedback, but they could help you understand your audience's wants and needs more. Either way, whether designers or non-designers, the people of your design trust are those whom you know can give solid feedback. Feedback that can lead to action and an improved design. Number 2, the timing of feedback. There's a right time and a wrong time for feedback and for a critical eye. The wrong time will be when you are less likely to be in a receptive place. When you are not receptive, you're more likely to get frustrated and quickly dismiss other people's opinions. This won't benefit anyone else nor the design. Understanding yourself and knowing when you may be non-receptive is very helpful in this regard, as there are times when getting feedback is not what you want. This could be when you are deep in the creative process and exploring fresh new ideas. Your design is in progress. You don't want a critical eye to interrupt your creative flow. At this stage, or the design stage of the designer circle, you need to feel you can freely explore and not be worried about being wrong with your design. Feedback at this point might be unhelpful and hamper your creative side. Another time where feedback tends to be more difficult to receive is when something is close to launch, or you're trying to push something out the door and maybe hand it off to the development team. You'll most likely be feeling a time crunch, and perhaps you've already gone through several cycles of feedback. At this point, more feedback, it's going to just be frustrating. It doesn't mean you can't circle back and improve things, but sometimes you just need to get something out the door. Or maybe you simply don't have time for any more feedback based on the project's requirements. The right time for stepping back and getting feedback over here on the designer circle is when you're able to comfortably leave the design create phase. The design doesn't necessarily have to be done, or in your opinion, ready, but at least has some ideas that you want to begin getting other perspectives on. Getting feedback is very important and moves you around the designer circle. Make the effort to ensure you step back, get yourself in a receptive mode, and get feedback from your design trust. Number 3, take action. Hopefully your design trust will provide something that you can translate into action. This may require larger changes, re-exploration, more research, or it may just require some small refinements depending on where you are in the designer cycle. Remember, you don't have to do anything they say, as you might not agree, but you should fully listen to their feedback and be open to making changes. The more you trust them, the easier it is to do this. Maybe a layout should be rearranged, or a flow isn't clear, and you can remove some unnecessary options. Or maybe you just need to limit your color palette or change a font. With the Scottish Robis site, I circled around the designer circle several times, and will most likely continue to do so. If you haven't already, think about those people that you could include in your design trust, either designers or non-designers, people who you know you'll be open to listening to as you trust their opinion. Be open to offering them compensation for their efforts as well, as their input can be invaluable, helping you improve a particular design and making you a better designer in the process.